In this exercise, you're going to make a contribution to an active GitHub repository. You will initially create a fork, then you'll add your contribution, then make a pull request. If you have not done so already, make sure you take a look at the lessons on GitHub basics as well as GitHub pull requests. So let's go ahead and get started here. As you can see, I have two browser windows. There are two separate browsers. And in one, I am logged in as Peter Parker Data. And in the other one, I am logged in as Student Tour, as you can see here. Now, within the repository that we're going to use to accept the pull request that you will make, we will create a new file. And we will call that new file attendance. And we will give it an extension of text. Here we will simply put a title and we will say attendance list. And under this line, you will each one enter your name when you make your pull request. So let's go ahead and commit these changes. And we will say here attendance list. We will commit our new file. And now, as we can see here on the list of our code, we have a file, a text file called attendance. So that is the repository that is going to receive the pull request. So we can go ahead and copy the link address. And from our student tour identity, we can navigate to that address. And we're there at this address at peterparker/cool. And what we want to do is we want to make a copy to our environment, that is to the student tour account. And so we do that by clicking on fork. And as you can see there, we have a message saying this work is in process. And as you can see there, it has completed. Now note that this says student tour/cool forked from Peter Parker Data/cool. And we can see here the attendance file. Now into this attendance file, we're going to add our name. And in this case, I'm simply going to enter Abel Sanchez. And here in the commit changes, I'm simply going to enter Abel. And I'm going to commit my change. Now at this point, within my copy of this project, I have made that change. However, I want to incorporate this new change into Peter Parker's data. But since I am not a contributor, I have to request to have this change committed. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a new pull request. I'm going to review my changes to make sure that all I am requesting to add is simply my name. And I can see it here, Abel Sanchez. Once I confirm that, I'm going to make a request here, and I'm going to say request from Abel, and I'm going to create my pull request. Now at this point, if we go back to Peter Parker's repository and we reload the page, we can see here that now we have a pull request. So at this point, we can choose to incorporate that change or not. And so in this case, we're going to go ahead and accept it. And we navigate here, we see what's being proposed, and we will go ahead and confirm the merge. That is, we're integrating the changes from a student tour. And so if we take a look at Peter Parker/cool and the attendant text, we can see that Abel Sanchez, his contribution that came from the account student tour is now here. And as you can see there, we have two contributors. We have the original one, which is Peter Parker Data, and we now have student tour as well. These changes are taking place in the public space. So anyone, not just the creators and the owners of the repository can see them, anyone can see them. So that is the exercise for you to go through a cycle, make a pull request, and get your name onto the attendance list.